On Saturday, 50 more migrants from Texas arrived outside Vice President Kamala Harris's residence in Washington, D.C. The buses made the long drive from Texas carrying asylum seekers from Venezuela, including a one-month-old baby, to her Naval Observatory home. Texas Governor Greg Abbott began busing migrants to different states last spring, but in recent weeks has ramped up what some critics are deeming human trafficking. Additional funding by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has increased his ability to transport more migrants out of Texas. Let's take a look at what Vice President Harris had to say to Vice News on Sunday regarding Governor Abbott and DeSantis' handling of the migrants.
Yesterday, there was a bus of migrants that was dropped off in front of your home. Also, Governor DeSantis flew migrants from Texas to Martha's Vineyard. Can you understand the political point that DeSantis and Abbott are trying to make here?
They're playing games. These are political stunts with real human beings who are fleeing harm. Do you know what's happening in Venezuela right now? There were children, people being put on a bus or a plane who don't know where they're going or where they were being sent. Human beings, real people who have fled harm, who came to the United States of America seeking refuge, asylum. I think it is the height of irresponsibility, much less just, frankly, a dereliction of duty when you are an elected leader to play those kinds of games with human life and human beings. If you think there is a problem, be part of the solution.
Following their election win in 2020, Harris was charged by President Joe Biden to address border issues in the country. Abbott's recent efforts proved to show his dissatisfaction with the president's decision and her performance thus far in handling the influx of migrants at the southern border. So far, more than 10,000 migrants have been sent from Texas to Washington, New York, Illinois, and Massachusetts. In response to the busing of migrants from Texas and other border states, Washington Mayor Muriel Bowser declared a public health emergency last week in an effort to help officials mobilize resources faster. Bowser announced a new government office that would provide basic needs to arriving migrants, including transportation, meals, and urgent medical care. The Venezuelan migrants dropped off in front of Vice President Harris's residence on Saturday morning were left on the sidewalk with no resources, many just wearing the clothes on their backs. Despite a lack of coordination between Texas and D.C. officials, they were quickly collected by aid workers and taken to a nearby shelter. President Biden addressed the busing of migrants across the country at a gala for the Congressional Hispanic Caucus over the weekend, where he said it's un-American, it's reckless, and we have a process in place to manage migrants at the border. We're working on making sure it's safe and orderly and humane. Republican officials should not interfere with that process by waging these political stunts. Governor Abbott is not backing down from criticism he has received after busing migrants out of Texas. In a news release Thursday, he stated, "Texas will continue sending migrants to sanctuary cities like Washington, D.C. until Biden and Harris step up and do their jobs to secure the border. This is an ongoing political battle that unfortunately is using refugees seeking asylum in the United States as pawns." Vice President Harris has not released any information on any upcoming trip to the border. Thank you for watching Raw Story TV. Please be sure to visit us at rawstory.com. Stay informed and tap below to take action by liking, subscribing, and joining all those who like their news raw.